More than 1 billion people around the world have to survive on less than £1 a day for all their basic needs: food, water, healthcare, things like that. And this charity wants us here in the UK to get a bit of an idea of what that feels like. So one of the people they roped in to try it out is the former First Minister of Scotland, Jack McConnell, who's here now. Welcome to the programme, Jack. You've done this a couple of times before. What's it actually like living on £1 a day, £5 for 5 days?
It's tough by the end of the 5 days. You can survive for a couple of days, but as the 5 days goes on, then you actually really do feel the physical impact of that. But for us, obviously, it's a change in diet, but you also, I think, experience what it must be like to live on that all the time, to some extent. I mean, it's not a real situation, but it does give you an indication of just how serious it would be.
So what is it that actually happens to you? Do you get tired? Do you get grumpy? Do you fall asleep?
Yeah, I've seen me fall asleep in a one-to-one meeting. Actually fall asleep on the 5th afternoon. So it does have that, and you can see therefore why people, are less productive in these situations where they don't eat properly or don't eat enough or don't have water. Then obviously that has an impact on their productivity and the lives that they lead, as well as an impact on their health.
And how does it work? Do you do it day by day, and if you buy a packet of crisps for 80p, you've only got 20p left for your supper, or how does it work?
Well, I have heard of people who've just tried to live on crisps or Mars bars or something for the 5 days. That's a pretty crazy way of doing it. What you really have to do is plan, and for me, cut out some of the things that you just can't afford within the £5. I drink a lot of milk, for example. Milk is just not affordable inside £5 for 5 days, but porridge is, so I break all my lifelong habits and actually eat porridge, which is for a change. Lentil soup, great nutritionist option as well. So it's an opportunity to become more aware, raise awareness, and also raise a lot of money as well, hopefully.
And are any of the dishes, because there's some recipes on the charity's website, are any of them actually nice?
Well, it depends what you regard as nice. I'll make a good pot of lentil soup. I'll bring some along to the BBC Politics show in that week if you want.
Thank you very much. Is it hard doing it in an environment like the House of Lords, where I know for a fact there's a lot of nice food in that place?
Yes, well, I've actually, to be honest, I'm going to change my 5 days slightly on the 5 days that are planned this year, because there are times when you just can't plan this as part of a normal working routine. But it is possible to find 5 days to do it within, and if you're disciplined about it. I mean, for example, we last year organised a Lord's Soup Kitchen, as it was called. Baroness Anne Jenkin, who's one of our fellow participants, she organised a group of us from different parties in the Lords to eat every day together, some very cheap things at lunchtime, and that helped us get through the 5 days. So yeah, we sort of club together as well, and we all do our bit, and there'll be a group of us again this year doing this, and hopefully we can make a bit of an impact.
And presumably you can't have any booze at all because it's just too expensive.
Oh no, absolutely. No booze, no coffee, as I said, no milk. Even in the porridge, no milk. There's certain things you just cannot afford to do. And for me, I suppose the biggest lesson in it all is the lack of choice. I mean, 2 years ago I burnt one of the meals I was cooking, and at that point in the day there was just no money left in the kitty to go and get something else. So it was either eat that or not at all. And I'm sure that's the reality for 1 billion people around the world. So it's good to learn these lessons and learn them as face to face as you can.
And how realistic is this compared to somebody's life in sub-Saharan Africa, say? Because I mean, you're still going to have your electricity that costs more than £1 a day, your water, your Sky Sports subscription.
Well, it's a campaign, not a life choice. So it's it's not absolutely realistic, but it does raise awareness. It does raise a lot of money, and it is part of a wider campaign by everybody involved in Live Below the Line. Over 30 UK charities this year involved in Live Below the Line 2013, and hoping to raise over £1 million. So there's a bigger picture and a bigger perspective, but this is one small step along the way to ending extreme poverty.
Great, thanks very much for joining us, Jack McConnell. Good luck. Hope you don't get too hungry, too grumpy, too tired. So the campaign actually starts on the 29th of April. It's just being launched today. And as Jack says, he's going to change the dates so that he doesn't miss out on any nice dinners by the sounds of things.